Happy Tuesday, folks. So I'll start off every day with this, letting you guys know a couple things, letting kind of the groundwork here of that 5,000 people a day are Google searching for help and they're being ignored. How do we get to 22 a day? By ignoring 5,000 people who are asking for help. And those 5,000 people are asking for one thing and one thing only on Google, and that's a VA calculator. So that tells me four things immediately, which I'm a solutions guy. So when I'm hearing problems, I go, all right, let's go to solutions. So I'm going to do a deeper dive today on some other topics I want to tell you about. So continue to wipe off the brainwash and talk to you about VA healthcare versus VA claims. So you guys are looking for it tells me four things immediately. You're lost, you're alone, you don't know your next steps, and you don't know who to turn to. And again, I'm a solutions guy, so I'm here to help you out with those solutions. I'm a for-profit, so go to my website and get you squared away. So the reason why I'm telling you to go to my website too is, again, everything is through him. I got a book coming out, First F in the first 5 fucks to give is faith, and everything is through him. So he is said you've got abundance waiting for you, but you got to do something about it. And it's easier for God to tame a Mustang than to motivate a mule. So that's why I'm here. I'm just here as a voice for our Heavenly Father, for you to bring joy to you and bring your abundance and fulfillment. And because, guys, I got to go with good and evil here. Good, evil. Evil doesn't make anything. Evil only takes. Who does evil take from? Good people who don't know any better and don't do any better. And that's where you guys are right now. And if I go to the worst case scenario, widows, are widows getting paid all the money they're supposed to get? No, because evil steals from folks like that. So if evil is stealing from widows, you're an easy target. You're an easy target. So we'll talk about that today too with healthcare versus claim. So these videos now are deeper dives. I've talked for a while now, past couple of weeks, on again laying out some other groundwork, things like that. But now I want to go in deeper dives on topics. And my clients, the first month of working with them, I have to work with them on Thursdays for every month or every week for a month at least, wiping off brainwash. And it doesn't fully make everything clear to them, because even the more you know, it's the more confused you get. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't want to get into another topic that I mentioned yesterday, but it is sad. The more you know, the more you're upset. And but like I say, ignorance is bliss, right? So the more you know, the more you're upset. But that's why I'm here, is to help you out and let you know that I call them hugs, different hugs from different angles. That yes, I've got solutions for you. Yes, I've got different rooms for you to talk to each other and that kind of thing. And I know right now me talking at you is uncomfortable for both of us, but it's just a step. It's just we got to get on that same frequency and do something about this every day. So yesterday I did a video on camaraderie, and that camaraderie is just embracing the suck together. So we're in this together. So how do we get evil to stop stealing from widows? Well, we got to do something about it. And I've got two kinds of clients. I've got older folks like me, and then I got younger folks that are early in their time in uniform. For us older folks, we can only be made right. One goal, made right. Younger folks, I can help make them be whole from the very beginning. So not only do I need everybody's help out there helping, well, actually I just need help helping all these guys. All of you have earned abundance, whether it's making you whole or making you right. Yes is the answer. And that's what our Heavenly Father says. Yes. So let's do it. But let me talk to you about one of the biggest items that every single day somebody just starts talking. I told my staff this. I said, anytime you're out there, when you're handing out a business card, just watch how fast somebody starts saying something about, well, I was in this ejection seat and I fell and I'm a this, I'm a that, and they should know better. This is why I have to talk to you guys this way. That in short, if VA specifically paid for drama and trauma, so I'm going to slow down when I say this. If the VA paid for drama and trauma, why aren't widows getting paid all their money? Because the VA doesn't. Evil does not care about drama or trauma. It's really strength or weakness. And I talked about this yesterday, so I feel like I don't want to recap everything. But there's an inverse relationship. Trust. High trust means low fear. High fear means low trust. Our Heavenly Father says, don't live in fear. Give your fear to Him. You've got the ultimate superhero. But you just got to use him. All right, so let's talk about healthcare versus claims. I hear this all the time. That as soon as I start talking to somebody about a claim, that, hey, you've earned money. Let me talk to you about money. Which, by the way, again, I'm a consultant. And so all these are my opinions, so you can take my opinion or whatever. I hope you take it and listen, but I'm not your mother. I don't have the ability to tell you what to do or all that kind of stuff. So I'm just a consultant with my own wisdom, but I will always ask you questions to see what's real. And like the Dan Bongino talks about the Moneyball rule. Well, if he hits good, why doesn't he hit good? And if the VA does good, why aren't they doing good? And there's VA healthcare and there's VA claims. Those are two completely different silos. And I need you to understand that my thoughts are, and I tell my clients, I know there's maybe nice people out there. You may have had a nice healthcare experience, but those are bad systems. There are nice people in bad systems. I get it. You need to take care of yourself. Healthcare wise, take care of yourself. Get out of the VA system. Take care of yourself. The free market is the free market. You're going to get what you pay for. Either way, you're going to get what you pay for. So take care of yourself. So if your leg falls off, go get it sewn back on outside the VA system. Do they talk to each other? VA and claims. Claim means, in short, claim means money. So let me go to my prop here. So you guys see back there, big check, money. What's always between you and money with any government entity? Could be Voc Rehab, which is now called VRNE. Could be home loans, could be anything. There's always paperwork. There's always a packet. And that packet, as veterans' rights attorneys will say things like, the packet should feed and possibly fight the VA. So I'm going to go to a weird move that you guys are going to see with me. This is a weird move for a reason. This is me showing you that my clients have veterans' rights attorneys who help out as quickly and compliantly as possible because they're veterans' rights attorneys. Anytime you're doing something with a VA, a human, I call them usually the little bastard, some little bastard at the VA system, could be Voc Rehab again. I know it's not called Voc Rehab anymore, but it's easier to say. Could be Voc Rehab, could be anything. They can look at your profile and go, okay, well, this guy is an old guy, has been through some stuff. Always 100% permanent total. Okay, always got a veterans' rights attorney on record. Wow, let's leave him alone. Give him what he's asking for. That's feeding the VA, showing them strength. Fighting the VA is if the VA says something that's incorrect, then I highly recommend that, and I'll tell all my clients this too, that, well, what does your attorney think about this? Because the attorneys have ways of because, by the way, when you file a claim, the VA has to make a decision by their own way, is to make a decision based off the evidence that you've put in that claim. That claim was provided and filed by a veterans' rights attorney. So you're feeding the VA exactly what they want. But of course, what's the VA going to do? They're going to try to kick it back to you and get you to come in and mess with you. So I got to back this up too and wipe off some other brainwash. I can't really talk about lawyers and this whole packet and paperwork and money stuff without mentioning that things like Miranda rights. So when a cop pulls you over and starts to arrest you, they're like, hey, you look like a guy that we're looking for. Put your hands behind your back and you may not be that guy, but I got to arrest you right now. So they have to give you their Miranda rights or your Miranda rights, that you have the right to remain silent. You have anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney, so on. VA does not have to Mirandize you in any way, shape, or form. So they can call you in and do whatever the hell they want to. And if you think they're not doing it, check your bank account. How do you get people to... I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law enforcement guy, so I don't know what the definition of somebody who, I don't even want to twist your brains around this, but you guys know that you've earned this money, right? As a service member, you've earned this money. And by the way, your chips are your chips. My chips are my chips. So you can't, that whole bullshit line of, well, don't take from my pile. It's not fucking real. It's a lie. It's a lie that the government came up with, and it scares you off. So you've earned this money. So what happens when evil takes your money and doesn't give it to you? And when you go ask evil for that money and they make you feel even less and even smaller, and then, well, go away and die, get off our payroll. That way we can steal from your widow. Again, going back to widows. That's the reality. This is what's really happening. When your attorney, weird move again, because this is this is my move for showing you that a veterans rights attorney has filed your claim. They've sealed your packet. It should feed the VA. That's my little move, getting them closer. Should feed the VA. So the VA goes, okay, yep, everything's good. Give that veteran their money. If the VA starts pushing back, your attorney gets involved even further, and I call them a communication kit. It could be something nice. It could be just like, hey, stop messing around. It could go further than that. It could be more like the courtroom drama and stuff like that. But it's not one law firm putting the whole VA on trial. It's just saying, like, hey, VA, stop messing with this veteran. Everything was filed correctly, accurately. Stop messing with him. Because I'm just saying, a human being is making a decision. That's why I call him a little bastard. So, like, one of my clients was denied 4 times for voc rehab before he was approved the 5th time. That's insane. Didn't pass the sniff test at all. 1 time, maybe 2. I was denied twice before approved the 3rd time for myself, and I briefed him on that. But this was about a year ago, or a little bit more than a year ago now, when the VA started doing horrible stuff at all different levels, things that I've never seen before. So that's why I started saying, all right, I know I've been doing this 6 years, before COVID, during COVID, after COVID, before PACT, during PACT, after PACT. I've seen a lot of stuff, but I've not seen what the VA is doing right now. So I pivoted in September last year of 24 to have you guys represented by veterans rights attorneys as quickly as humanly possible. Give you guys way more strength. And at this point, you guys say the same thing. Oh man, if it's less hard, man, holy shit, Joe out there is getting screwed. Yep, Joe's getting screwed. Freaking widows stolen from, evil taken, evil takes. So if you're wondering, does the VA healthcare system talk to the VA money people? The short answer is no. But again, like lawyers will say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of flesh. and the evil systems, they want you to get into the system their way and their process and make it as hard on you as possible, because they like water flows, they want to go off of least resistance and weakness. You need to have mountains of strength. Your paperwork done right by the right people. So there's a lawyer out there who said to me that he does the homework. So he's like, again, I use the term feeding the VA exactly what they're aiming for. And you don't have to overthink it. Okay, I get it that, let's say, just for example here, so dead center on, let's say you qualify for 50% for sinuses. Well, then that lawyer would go, all right, you qualify for this. And by the way, there's 2 types of claims. There's service connection, and then there's increase. You can't increase if you don't have anything. Increase means human math goes up. By the time I'm done with my clients, you guys are over 500 human math points on your VA body part list. But you have to what can you do before, what do you have to do before you increase? baseball terminology here. You got to get on base. You have to get on base. You have to get some body parts on there. That's why I use so much baseball terminology I have for years. Before this last year, the VA was not as bad as they are now. And I would say, well, let's get you on base first. One goal, let's get body parts on base for service connection. Again, service connection means that you are approved for that body part or title. Body part is like a left elbow. Title is something like it could be mental health stuff, so like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And I'll do a video later another time on how the VA weighs and pays based off of mental health. But it's not what you think it is. So nothing is what you guys think it is. So again, going back to two types of claims. There's service connection, which is new claim, brand new claim. And then there's increase. So you have to have one before the other. Now, by the time I'm done with all my clients, one of the five things that happen for all my clients is, I'm not going to go through all five. Well, I guess I'll go through all five. By the time I'm done with all my clients, you'll be 100% on your VA rating, permanent and total status like I am. Your body part list, this is what I was talking about. Body part list will be way more reflective of you on your paperwork. And this does not have to be perfect. By the time I'm done with you, it'll be over 500 human math points, like 50 plus 50 equals 100 kind of thing, human math. And then that way all your money is in your pocket and out in front of you for yourself and your family. This is what makes me different and better than everybody else out there. And again, everything is through him. So I'm just strong enough to be able to tell you guys to your face that, hey, you've earned money, you're being lied to, you're being stolen from, and let me help for you older guys like me, make you right. For the younger folks out there, help me make them whole as early as possible. Because the three things people say to me as a response all the time when I start talking to them: Albert, I didn't know what I didn't. I don't know what I don't know. Of course not. Evil doesn't want you to know things. Secondly, Albert, I wish I would have known you sooner. Thirdly, I wish I would have done something sooner. So keep that in mind when I'm telling you guys about this stuff, that I'm not trying to talk down to you or make you feel bad, but I do have to give you some bad news before I get to the good news. The good news is I can help you, and I'm here to help you. And the good news is, too, that I surround you guys with a lot of people. Two types of claims: service connection, then increase. And I hear all the time, I mean, I can't tell you guys how much bad news is out there on the internet. I just saw a video this morning of a guy has like 37,000 views, and he was telling people to go to CMP exams. And I'm like, oh my God, man. Oh, you may not even have to go to a CMP exam. That's why I have my clients be represented by veterans rights attorneys as quickly as possible. Because there are times where you do have to go to a CMP exam. There are times where you don't have to. There's times to let your lawyer do the paperwork and the paperwork do the talking for you. At other times, sure, you got to go in and verify things, but to the point of verification. Like, you don't need to overthink it. And that's what I brief all my clients on. Before you guys, I brief you on like the CMP stuff, that just conversations. Don't overthink it. Don't underthink it. Just be nice. Let your paperwork do the talking, because you already got a lawyer who signed this and it's already perfect. So if you at any point in time feel uncomfortable, which, by the way, you guys have never heard this from the government, but anytime you feel uncomfortable, folks, you can always ask for more calendar time. You can always ask for more calendar time at a CMP exam. You can say, hey, you know what? I've got a veterans rights attorney, as you guys see, and I feel uncomfortable. Can we push it back? I would like to go re-strategize with my attorney. You're human. You have Heavenly Father rights. You're American. You've got rights. and this is the government trying to take money from you. So, all right, guys, I got to get going here. I got back-to-back meetings after this, but 5,000 people a day are asking for help. I'm going to be on camera all the time talking to you guys. I won't say all the time. A little too often. I know it's uncomfortable when I'm talking at you like this, but there's plenty of other rooms and abilities for me to talk to you guys and give you guys two-way comms and answer questions for you. So on my website, that's called Veteran Community Outreach. There's at the bottom, there's 5 forms that you can fill out. And just to go through a couple of them, there's speaking, Veteran Community Outreach. What else we got in there? Podcast one, partnerships, and let's see, force multipliers. So 5,000 people a day, guys, are asking for help, and they're being ignored. I'm not ignoring them. Our Heavenly Father is not ignoring them, and you're hearing this for a reason. So I need you guys to help me, help them, help me, help you. Help me answer that call until I get every last one of you off that battlefield onto a higher level of care. All right, gang. See you tomorrow.